Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Meat on the 50. What is up, everybody? Yes, it is going down. Like I said on our review episode last week, buckle your seatbelts because, man, oh man, do we have some great games for you this week. So without further ado, let's start the show. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Meat on the 50. Yes, it is NFL week number 11. Yes, it is time to break down these games that we got in front of us. And like I said, we have an amazing slate of games for you this week. Obviously, the quick picks are back, but we have some great games as far as competition goes. We have some massive divisional battles. I'm very excited. Hi, how's it going? I am Jacob Cutler, one half of the Sports Guys. And as always, joining me to break down the action, he's the other half of the Sports Guys. He is none other than Mr. Brandon Sullivan. Brandon, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing well. Ready to get into these good picks here.
Yeah, you know, it's going down. We got some great games ahead of us. But first, let's quickly remind you how we did last week because we are straight up rolling. Let's put up on the screen. For yourself, 9-5, 1-0 on your guaranteed victory. For myself, 8-6, 1-0 on my guaranteed victory. Not bad. Not too bad at all, but what's impressive is our overall record. So let's put those up on the screen. For yourself, 96-56, 7-3. For myself, 92-60, 8-2 on my guaranteed victories. A combined 15-5 on our guaranteed victories. Absolutely dominating this NFL season like we have for the past 3 years. Let's wipe those off the screen and let's get into it. All right, let's get the quick picks up on the screen. Kicking us off for our quick picks. Starting us off on Sunday morning, we got the 6-3 Green Bay Packers traveling to the 4-5 Chicago Bears. What do you got for me?
Give me the Packers.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're going with the Packers here. Packers getting the job done there at home. Next up, we got the 2-8 Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the 8-1 Detroit rolling Motor City Lions. What do you got for me?
Give me the Lions here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Lions, big victory. Although this could be a trap game. Lions, big victory. Next up, we got the 7-2 Minnesota Vikings traveling to the 2-7 Tennessee Titans. What do you got for me?
Easy money. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, we're both going Vikings here. That's, like you said, easy money. Next up, we got the 2-7 Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the 3-8 Miami Dolphins. What do you got?
Give me the Dolphins. I think they had a good week last week. I think they'll play well at home. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm going with the Dolphins. I do have zero faith in the Las Vegas Raiders. Next up, we got the 4-5 Los Angeles Rams traveling to the 3-7 New England Patriots. Boy, what do you got for me on this exciting matchup?
Give me the Rams. I think the Rams will definitely bounce back from last week. Patriots have been playing decent, but I got the Rams.
Completely agree. Rams handling business against the Patriots. Although, like you said, Drake May, definitely their quarterback there in New England. Next up, we got the 2-7 Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Dukies, 2-7. Then we got the 3-7 traveling to the 3-7 New Orleans Saints. What do you got for me?
Give me the Saints.
Give me the Dukies, baby. Let's go, famous James. Get the job done. Next up, we got the 4-6 Indianapolis Colts traveling to the 3-7 New York Jets. What an exciting game this one is. What do you got for me?
Give me the Colts.
Okay. I got to go with the Jets. They cannot possibly lose that bad.
I think they
twice in a row. I mean, they could do anything. Yeah. But I'm going to go with the Jets. Moving on to our afternoon quick pick games. We got the 6-4 Atlanta Falcons traveling to the 5-5 Denver Broncos. What do you got for me?
Man, this is tough. I'm going to go with the Falcons. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, I like that.
A demoralizing loss last week. I think Falcons take advantage.
Yep, I like that. I'm going with the Falcons. Broncos, man, Bo Nix. Okay, I like it. Falcons get the job done, though. They're at the road in the Mile High City. Next up, we get the 4-5 Seattle Seahawks traveling to the 5-4 San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, 4-5 Seattle Seahawks, 5-4 San Francisco 49ers. Big rivalry game. What do you got for me? This is massive.
Yeah, obviously a big divisional game. 49ers have won the last 6 straight. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, we're going 49ers. I'm definitely not picking the Seahawks in this matchup. We're going 49ers to get the job done there at home. Moving on to our Sunday night flexed quick pick game. Thanks, NFL. You flexed a quick pick game for us. It is the 4-6 Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the 6-3 Los Angeles Chargers. Go, Chargers, go. What do you got for me?
God, it's so hard to pick the Bengals. I'm just going to pick the Bengals, but it's difficult too. It's like I feel like they just always let me down. They always let me down.
Yes, they have.
But I also have this belief in Joey that he's just gonna find a way to throw 5 touchdowns and they're just gonna win. So I'll pick the Bengals, but I will say this, and I think I've said it before, but this is for sure. Like, you're tanking if you don't win this game. Like, there's people that are just all of a sudden gonna be hurt and need to be out the rest of the year. Joey might have something going on with his foot or something where you just start hearing things that didn't appear to happen before.
Yeah.
Like, that we're just giving up on this season. So I think that if the Bengals will win this game, it's an absolute, like, you have no outside shot of getting 500. Like, you're just going to be like a 7-10 team or like a 6-11 team. So give me the Bengals.
Yeah, it's gonna, man, oh man, I don't know if my heart can take a loss like this. We're gonna go with the Bengals begrudgingly because they're my team, but I also do have that delusional fear or that delusional thinking where I still think that we can compete for the Super Bowl. So far be it from me, ever rooting against my team. We're going Bengals, getting the job done on Sunday Night Football against the Chargers, although I think I do know what's going to happen. Our last quick pick game, we got the 6-4 Houston Texans traveling to the 3-6 Dallas Cowboys. What do you got for me?
Give me the Texans. Cowboys are like worst teams in the league.
Yeah, we're going Texans. Also, we're going Texans in a guaranteed victory, baby. I mean that's the easiest call I think I've ever had to make all year. Cooper Rush. I'm not obviously rooting against you, but the Houston Texans are going to go down there and show you who really owns the state of Texas at this point. Boom. That's going to do it for the quick picks, right? Nice and easy, right? That was quick. Let's talk about these games that actually matter. We got 3 of them each. We got one on Thursday, one on Sunday morning, and one on Sunday afternoon. Our Thursday game kicking us off. Last week was good. This week might even be better. We got the 7-3 Washington Commanders traveling to Philly, to Lady Liberty. Right? They're traveling to Liberty City to take on the 7-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Massive divisional matchup and the right to first place in the division. What do you got for me?
I still think the Eagles are frauds. I do think they're going to win the game, but I do think they're frauds. I think that whoever they run into the playoffs will stomp them out. So that's just my opinion. I think Sirianni is whack. I think that Jalen Hurts is overrated. I think that Saquon Barkley is a step away from being injured. I think that not having Jason Kelce is an issue. I'm not sold on the Eagles. They're gonna have to do something to make me believe, because after they got that butt kicking last year against the 49ers, it literally snatched their soul. Oh yeah. You run into the Niners again. I don't care if we're in Philly. I don't care if we're in San Francisco. It is a chicken wrap. So, but I do think the Eagles will beat the Commanders. I think it's going to be just some bogus game. I think that, Eagles are at home. Annoyingly, I got to pick the Eagles.
Okay. I like it.
I do not like them at all.
I know. Yeah. Brandon is not a Philly fan, a Philly sports fan in general. Does not like the city of Philadelphia. In the review episode, I told the Washington Commanders that they need to full throttle it at this moment. This is it right here. You had one test last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You lost. Okay, it happens. You got socked in the chin. How are you going to come back, right? This is your moment. Either the Washington Commanders are ready to take that next step, or they're just going to kind of wither. They'll hang around. They'll be exciting to watch. They may win a wild card game. But That's about it. This is it right here. This is the moment. This is the moment to step up and shine. So I am going with the Washington Commanders to respawn after that tough loss they took last week. Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, Saquon Barkley's playing absolutely out of his mind. I mean, that backwards hurdle. What are we talking about? AJ Brown, dominant. Jalen Hurts has been playing lights out. And for whatever reason, the guy who looks like he is the worst coach in NFL history somehow has this team at 7-2 with all his yapping, giving himself buzz cuts, cussing out his own fans, whatever, what may have it, right? Nick Sirianni somehow has this team at 7-2. So the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely they're definitely no slouch. Now, they might not be a good 7-2 team, but they're definitely no slouches. We're going with the Washington Commanders here to take a grasp of that NFC East first place bid with this victory over Philadelphia on Thursday night to kick us off. Moving on to Sunday morning, our last game of Sunday morning. We got another massive divisional battle. We got the 7-3 Baltimore Ravens traveling to the 7-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore coming off a big victory. Steelers coming off a big victory. Who's got the momentum? Who's got the advantage? Who wins this game?
Give me the Ratbirds. I do think the Ratbirds win this game. Got to give credit to the guy who's in the MVP race. I would honestly, this is such a gross game, but I would honestly prefer the Ravens because I do not like Russell Wilson. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens, and I'm actually gonna hope the Ravens win this game because I do not like the Steelers. It's kind of weird because the Ravens bother me too, but I feel like the Steelers are very annoying. They just, for some reason, ever since I was a kid, they're just a team that just irritates my soul. I just think that Lamar and Derrick Henry are going to have enough here. I think the Steelers are playing a whole different type of team than the Commanders. Like this is a tier. They're tiers above, maybe one or two tiers above. So give me the Ravens winning this one. I would say, by at least 10 points.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is going to be a good game. If this game was in Baltimore, I would be more inclined to side with your line of thinking. But because this game is in Pittsburgh, I have the Steelers somehow, some way pulling this game out. I have Lamar making a dumb mistake towards the end of the game, stupid interception, doing some typical Lamar Jackson things that he does towards late in games. But I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers advancing to 8-2, somehow, some way advancing to 8-2. I don't understand it. It goes to show you, right? Build a good defense. Hey, Bengals, build a good defense.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else in the AFC North has a good defense, but you guys. Wake up, Mike. Wake up, Duke. Wake up. It's not hard. It's not hard to run an NFL team. I'm sorry. It's not. I could do it in my sleep. I've been doing it since I was 6 years old, running Madden. You know how many Super Bowls I've won? You know how many teams I've led to the playoffs? You know how many MVPs? You know how many touchdowns I've thrown virtually? I could lead this team better than you guys can. Figure it out. It's not hard. It is not hard. Pittsburgh Steelers advancing to 8-2. Russell Wilson having a good performance. George Pickens having a good performance. That defense is what's going to solidify this victory on Sunday morning. But the Pittsburgh Steelers somehow, some way find themselves winning and find themselves at 8-2. Sole possession of first of that AFC North. And then the last game we're going to talk about is, arguably the biggest game on Sunday. Again, of course, in the afternoon. Don't understand it. We got the 9-0 Kansas City Chiefs traveling back to Orchard Park to take on the 8-2 Buffalo Bills. Biggest game of the season, where it stands right now, where they're at in their records, the implications that this game could have. Bills, Chiefs, always a classic matchup. Mahomes, Allen, what do you got for me?
Yeah, and I do think this one should have been flexed to Monday or Sunday night. They need to. I just don't understand, Roger.
Why are we flexing the Bengals and the Chargers? What are we doing?
Why are we doing?
What are we doing?
It doesn't make sense. You had the Chiefs and the Niners at a 1:00 slot too. It's a Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah.
And you guys love the Chiefs. And Roger Goodell, that's like your baby.
Yeah.
Like your
Chiefs
the Chiefs
Bengals.
are,
Chiefs Bengals
yeah.
was 1 o'clock.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
What was that too? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But you make us watch them against a bunch of teams we don't want to see.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You put Chiefs Dolphins or whatever on Sunday Night Football, or Chiefs, Falcons. Like no one wants to watch it. So, I got to go with the Chiefs in a guaranteed victory.
Oh,
and I'm guaranteeing. I feel like I need to guarantee every week. So
wow.
I'm not sure if that's the route I'm going because I have a lot of hatred towards them. But I gotta have the Chiefs. I do not see the Bills winning this game. I just don't see it.
Wow.
I've yet to see Josh Allen beat Patrick Mahomes. Other than actually, he did 1 week. He did. It was a regular season game, but for the most part, Mahomes owns him. I think if the Chiefs are going to lose a game, it's going to be one we don't expect, to be honest. I think it's going to be a random game that we don't expect. But the NFL wants that first 20-0 season. You better believe it. So I'm not betting against the NFL or the refs. Give me the Chiefs in a guaranteed victory. I think they actually win this one pretty handedly. I think they win by 7 or more points.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Take of the day right there. Take of the day, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the Buffalo Bills. We went over the next 5 games, you and I, outside the show, via text on what I thought or what we think the Bills are going to do in their next 5 games, right? They had the Colts, then they had the Chiefs, then they have the Niners, Rams, and then Lions, right? So I said Colts win, Chiefs win, Niners lose, Rams win, and Lions win. Lions lose, excuse me. So I have the Bills going 3-2 in their next 5 games. They're already 1-0, right? Their next matchup is the Chiefs. I got them beating the Chiefs at home. With everything happening with the Chiefs, I mean, an incredibly lucky field goal block. I mean, Pat McAfee did a phenomenal job of breaking down about just how bad the field goal coverage was on that play and how they have a center who was supposed to be the starting center, but apparently got demoted to just some random field goal guy, is just out there not doing his job, essentially. So the Chiefs are a lucky team. I think that luck runs out against the Buffalo Bills. I think it's a massive victory for Buffalo. They get the job done. They get the job done there at home. Chiefs have been struggling a little bit on offense, struggling to kind of find their way. For the most part, I mean, the Denver defense held them in check. So I expect that Buffalo Bills, that team, I mean, like you said, and that team is filled with a bunch of what's their names, who you call them. I mean, who's making that play right? I mean, there's no star. There's no star on that team currently, aside from Josh Allen. So I do think that the Buffalo Bills get the job done in a massive victory against the Kansas City Chiefs at home, dealing them their first loss of the season. But like you said, it's hard to bet against the NFL and the refs because, I mean, aside from that Denver game, there were some wishy-washy calls, but I mean, they really want the Chiefs. They really want more Taylor Swift. So give me the Bills. Give me the Bills to stop the undefeated streak. That's going to do it for this edition of Meat on the 50. We are done with NFL week number 11 picking wise. So obviously, we're going to review this hopefully great action next week. But we are done with the picks for NFL week number 11. That is going to do it, right? Brandon, any last words for the people?
Big week for us both. Let's hope that Bengals win, Niners win, Chiefs lose. We all win.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I was like a Joe Buck. I was like a Joe Buck call. Straight and to the point. Straight and to the point. Hitting all the points that you need to. We get a win. Our teams get a win. Chiefs lose. Everybody wins. As simple as it can get right there. I love it. That's going to do it for this edition of Meat on the 50. I mean, I'm very excited. Yes, like you said, please, Bengals, do something. Niners, get the job done. And come on, Bills. Please help us all out. Help us all out. That's going to do it for this edition of Beyond the 50. I am Jacob Cutler, one half of the Sports Guys. He is Brandon Sullivan, the other half of the Sports Guys. And until NFL Week number 11, our review episode. Brandon and Jake, we are out.